Hiya, and welcome back to Wayfinder, the game that teaches us that... The game that teaches us that man booba is the best booba. Anyways, let's just hop right in. Now, we must discuss our upcoming trip. Oh, love, I am so excited for it. Tell me again where we are going. Listen to this, James. Bjorn, it's such an exotic idea. I am glad you are excited, my dear. Bjorn, James, and I look toward the two older wolf giants with a mix of concern and amusement. You're going on another trip? You just returned. Shouldn't be surprised. This isn't the first time. We're going to Midgard. I was taking a sip of the Irish coffee, but I swallowed it wrong and coughed. Finn, you okay? Yeah, just swallowed wrong. I cough again and hear Ursa talking excitedly without any regard for me or anyone really. Rome, Paris, Tokyo, London, New York City. We'll be gone for about half a year, and we plan to stay in a different city every week. Yes, and I have quite a few human glamours to try on as well. One for every location. Well now, I guess it is possible to dislike someone more than Tucker. How are you going to get around there? Bjorn told me you have money in Midgard as well. Yes, we also have an estate with a private jet. We used to regularly visit that estate, but, well, the two of them look uncomfortable and almost traumatized. Is it possible they have some relatable aspect to them as well, after all? They were being heckled by realtors about selling the estate. If they go back there, they worry they might have to interact with others. Oh, the horror! Yes, you understand. Well, I'm sure we won't need to deal with people being in the places we're going, dear. It's unlikely all of the places will be so populated. Oh. Should I tell them? Nah, they'll figure it out when they get there, I suppose. I continue to eat as Esbjorn and Ursa babble on about their trip. Bjorn and James ignore them and continue to feast on their farls and make silly faces. It's cute to see how lighthearted they both are with each other. I never had a sibling, but I've seen plenty who don't really get along. After a while, Burgess comes into the room and whispers something to Bjorn, who moves along to do the same to Esbjorn and Ursa. The three of them look at each other, and Bjorn stands up. Finn, James, I hope you can keep one another company for a bit. I have to handle something. Mother, father, if you would please accompany me? Esbjorn nods and does so. Ursa seems to be annoyed, but she also follows suit. Don't worry, Bjorn, I'll take good care of him. James winks and puts an arm over my shoulder, pulling me a bit closer. The blush on my face is definitely obvious. I look at Bjorn with pleading eyes. Don't be long, okay? I'll be as fast as I can. What? Don't fret, I don't bite. I definitely need to do something about him. I know. He does. Oh, it seems Geralt told Bjorn about that moment with Tucker. At least I know he trusts me to watch out for myself. I feel James' arm loosen a bit, but I move a hand up to hold it in place and he turns toward me with a bemused expression. I smirk at him tauntingly, my former nervous facade all gone. Well, hello there. That's a different look of bright eyes. Three other wolf giants walk off with Burgess, and I'm left alone with James. Time for chaos! So, James. I move in a bit closer. Finn. James. I know he's feeling something. His eyes are filled with a bit of fear and a lot of intrigue. I let the moment linger a bit, our eyes locked and my hand resting on the arm he had held over my shoulder. Then, as if nothing happened, I pulled back a bit excitedly and smiled. Tell me about yourself. I can sense all of the tension that was building up shatter immediately as James exhales hard. His expression is one of relief and surprise. Well, I'm Bjorn's older brother. I spent a few years with the expedition and was a vice captain for 2 of them. I suffered a leg injury, and while I was home resting, my crew was wiped out by some beast in the Western Territory. That's awful. I'm so sorry. It was disheartening, but I only recently recovered. I was going to search for another crew or start my own, but how do you replace the people you care about, you know? Then I was chosen as a candidate. Now I just want to see my brother make it as far as he can, and I'll help him any way I can. I see. There are layers here, more so than I was thinking I'd have to give him credit for initially. He had a station of privilege and still decided to risk his own life on an expedition. He has a reputation as a massive flirt, but he worked hard enough to become a vice captain. He cared about his crew and cares about his brother's success, so he's definitely not a sleazeball. So, how about you? What's your story? My story? It's nothing special, is it? I forgot to pull up the performance metrics. I need to keep an eye on those, too. It's nothing special, is it? Well, more recently, maybe it is. I'm just trying to figure out where I want my life to go. It's not easy. For a long time, I felt like I didn't have any reason to care if my future was going anywhere. For a long time, I guess it wasn't going anywhere at all. Then, a year-ish ago, I felt some urge to move forward. I felt a need to break free from the cycle I put myself in. And then when I finally did move on to doing something for myself, it was just another cycle of the same shit every day. I guess I just want to find a way to help people live better lives. I don't want anyone to ever have to lose as much time as I did trying to find their way. I think I understand. You and Bjorn are a lot more alike than you might think. Speaking of Bjorn, what exactly are you two? I smirk. This is the chance I've been waiting for. Well, I think back to Bjorn's flirting with me the other night after the argument with Geralt. Bjorn's a behemoth. And I woke up on top of him this morning. Does that help? James, who had been taking a sip of his Irish coffee, spit it out all over the roasted potatoes and rashers. Yeah, I think that got the point across to him. Sometime later, Bjorn returns without his parents. James, Finn, we need to hurry. Our carriage is here, now. Mother and father have already left in their carriage, but they mixed the time up so we have no time to waste. James and I look at one another and shrug, both of us rising from our seats and heading after Bjorn, who has immediately turned tail to run. A few minutes later, the 3 of us are cooped up in a small carriage together. I'm sitting on one side with Bjorn as James sits on the other. I can't help but shiver a bit as the chilly air caresses my skin. I should have brought a jacket now that I think about it. I should have actually packed a bag like I joked. Bjorn notices me shiver a bit and he reaches out toward me. I'm caught off guard as he pulls me in to wrap his own coat over me. James coos as he watches. Oh, thanks. I was just thinking I should have brought a jacket. We'll get you one made after the trial. If you need one before then, you're free to use mine. Thank you, Bjorn. That's really kind of you. He smiles at me and turns to watch the trees as we pass. Burgess went with mother and father, so I had to come get you both myself. Thankfully, they can't start the trial without you, Finn. So we're safe to arrive whenever. Still, I noticed we aren't heading through the usual route towards Skull Castle Village. Did you ask the carriage driver to cut through the forest? Bjorn nods solemnly and tilts his head down to look me in the eyes. This is the forest wherein our uncle was last seen. Oh, I'm sorry, it must be pretty daunting having to go through this place. A little, but you're both here with me. I'll be fine. By the way, Finn. Yes, Bjorn? He shifts a bit but doesn't say anything for a moment. It's as though he's trying to figure out how to say something. Or if he's even allowed to. Thankfully, James is here. Out with it already! The poor lad'll die of old age at this rate! Bjorn stammers, but then clears his throat. I wanted to give you a bit of a heads up about one of the challenges you'll face in the trial. One of? How many challenges are there? From what we know, roughly 3. Yes, we heard one of the challenges would be a test of both your cunning as well as your ability to find the candidates' strengths. Oh, well, that's both helpful as well as super vague. I'm sorry. I wish I could give you more, but neither James nor I heard anything else. I suppose knowing would give me an unfair advantage, but still, not knowing is debilitating. Do I want to make something that might get me banned? Do I want to make something slightly NSFW? Okay. 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 Okay, let me just... Alrighty. Hang on. Photoshop Express. Oh god. Wait, no, it's Photoshop Online. Ah! I'm doing an art. Alrighty, so... Oh yeah, by the way, Lavon, this is going to include the, sprite art of James. This is going to include his sprite art. Actually, I probably should have done this in Adobe Illustrator. Oh well. Fuck off there. Hiya. I'm doing something slightly NSFW. Alright, so first we need a background. First we need a background. LeBron James. Alright. macOS wallpaper is probably good enough. macOS wallpaper. Oh, don't worry, they're clothed. Then I gotta go to, folder. It's not that. It's, TikTok shit, I believe. I have a lot of shit in this folder. I'm gonna take this and rotate it there. And then I'm going to add my character real quick. Baby. I think it's angle. Silent. Actually, let me go into layers. Where are the layers at? Theta hand status, obviously. Oh, there's the... Wait, no. Where the... Oh, there are the layers. Put this here. Oh, yeah, by the way. That is a good question. So, like... Oh, yeah, by the way. This is the same image that you see in the bottom left corner of the screen. Yeah, I did not model legs for my character. He does not have legs. Okay, so I actually want to move this layer up above. Where are his legs? Well, see, that's the thing. I was taking the approach where, like, you're never going to see my legs, so why bother modeling them? Keep in mind, this was 3D modeled, like, last year. I have been using the same assets for, like, a year. Does that make me nugget? No, I mean, I have legs in real life, just my character doesn't have legs. Okay, now I need to find a picture of Jame. Hi, and welcome back to a Theta stream, where we don't actually play the game, we just get distracted, like, all the goddamn time. See, that's the thing, I actually have done NSFW art before. Add text. Alrighty, going to set this text to... For your wolf. Booba. There we go. And now I gotta add an outline. Set the color to black. And then make the outline 20. There we go. Oh, wait, I forgot the most important thing. I forgot the most important part of this. Oh, wait, I know the rule. What's the rule? Oh, yeah, I'm going to horny jail. I am definitely going to horny jail for this. Here we go. I am definitely going to horny jail for this. Then I can select this layer, right-click. Right-click. Wait, I can just do this, maybe. No. Okay. And there we go. Levon, should I post this in the Discord server? Like, post it in the Discord server, should I? Because I feel like I should. Hiya.
guess.
Okay. It's gonna download as a PNG. And I am going to get yelled at for what I'm about to do. For the way that my Discord is, I feel like I'm going to get yelled at for it. Alright, I actually need to keep this open. Go to the drawing folder. And there we go. I'm going to get yelled at.
Theta X Jame is really something, Hudrax?
Alright, then I need to go to Wayfinder. Alright, which channel should I post this to? Which channel? Because, like, I don't know which channel I need to post this to. Memes and... Alright, so it goes under memes and dreams. Memes and dreams, okay. So I drag this here. And there we go. Because I'm 20 years old. And this is the life I've chosen. But it's okay, I'm not bothered by Wolf Booba. I think. Still, not knowing is debilitating. I am in a world entirely new to me, with rules that I don't even have the understanding of just yet. As though he senses my anxiety getting to me, Bjorn places a hand on my shoulder and draws me in closer. His voice soothes me, a gentle whisper barely a hair's breadth away from my ear. We believe in you, Finn. Geralt, Arkand, and I believe in you. We know we were meant to find you, and we know you're here to help us. That you are here for a reason. I smile, feeling reassured. Thank you, Bjorn. I think this challenge will be a good chance to show off what I can do. As long as I don't make Geralt breathe in a bunch of pollen again. Bjorn laughs, and I swear, somewhere off in the ether. Hold up! Hold the fuck up! Did he just sneeze? Was that a Bjorn sneeze? No. It must have been a bird or something. For what it's worth, I believe in you too. I smile and look at Jame. Oh, Geralt was sneezing. Oh. Thanks, it helps a lot. He told me he'd do anything to make sure Bjorn succeeds. I like the idea that he's also rooting for me. We arrive at a clearing and eventually disembark the carriage to head up to a small trail. James stays behind to chat with the wolf giant man who is driving the carriage. Upon coming over a hill, we see Geralt and Arkand already waiting for us. Arkand nods toward us and Arkand waves enthusiastically. Arkand nods toward the Arkand-filled bench, and Arkand waves in a very Arkand manner. Geralt seems to be looking in our direction, but his eyes are turned away from us. Sorry, I know we're late. My parents were given notice of the carriage's arrival, but relayed the wrong time to me, so we thought we had more time. Thankfully, we were able to cut time out of the journey by cutting through the forest. I smile and look around. Yeah, it's okay. We weren't waiting too long anyway. I agree. It was not over long at all, my friend. Bjorn smiles at the three of us. His worried expression washes away. I see. Ah. Hey, Bjorn, where are your parents anyway? He looks around, then shrugs. They might have gone to sit already. Geralt, is that your family? Bjorn points behind Geralt. I see a trio of wolf giants who seem to be Geralt's family chatting with one another just a few meters behind him. My family, yes. My sister Ilva, my mother Eske, and my father Gunnulf. Forgive me if I do not immediately hasten to introduce you all. I am not exactly on friendly terms with them. How about you, Arkin? Is your family here? Arkin smiles and nods and points toward where all of the other wolf giants are sitting. There's an amphitheater with the trial grounds in the center. Hrolf enters the Hrolfless scene of unspecified sadness. Ah! Ha ha! You'll know them when you see them. My younger brother Eric and Hrolf, as well as my mother Eskil. You'll probably hear Hrolf first. He's a loud little guy. Oh, will he be cheering us on? Definitely. Just as soon as I had forgotten about him, Jaime approaches and speaks up, looking directly at Geralt. Well now, if it isn't the pretty boy. Geralt rolls his eyes and sighs. Bjorn, please sick your beast of a brother upon someone else. Jaime, go find and stay with mother and father. yeah, as you command. Jaime starts to back away before he turns his gaze downward to meet mine. Oh, before I forget, knock 'em dead, bright eyes. He's definitely growing on me. Right, I nod. Jaime makes a confident face and holds his hand over his chest. They grow up so fast! Ha! He laughs as he backs away more and winks at me before turning to walk toward who I now see are Bjorn's parents. Is he always like that? Unfortunately, yes. I don't know. He seemed cool. Oh, well, then maybe we'll put him upon you later on during the feast. There's going to be a feast? Then, all at once, everyone's heads turn toward the center of the field below as a horn is blown. 6 robed wolf giants stand in a row near the back, with the largest of them putting the horn back at his side. Other wolf giants seem to be filling into the seats around the field. A half circle with seats that get lower and lower as they move in, and a square stage of sorts at the lowest point. It almost forms a sort of amphitheater, and I can see the appeal. With enough people having arrived, it seems to be a fitting time for us to begin the trial. The rather large gathering of wolf giants sitting below turn to face us as my friends begin to walk ahead of me. I'm a bit hesitant, but I think I can do this. Bjorn turns and smiles at me, holding his hand out for me to come ahead of him. Another world. A new adventure. No more of the same old cycle, aside from keeping my GPA up, that is. Armed with knowledge of at least one of the trials that await me, I walk with Arkin, Bjorn, and Geralt toward the 6 elders below. To be continued. And now, it is Geralt's turn. Hang on, I'm going to take a minute to just exist. Like, just Geirold fed. Yeah, I'm going to take a minute to just exist for a second. Yeah, hang on. Yeah, the word twink is fine. Ah! Fuck. Finn can't date him, but there is another. Who is the another? Wait, is James straight? Hang on, yeah. Yes, is James straight? Because if he is, I will be disappointed. My disappointment will be immeasurable and my day will be ruined. Is he? Is he? Oh, okay. Oh, okay, the wolf giants don't have a society that focused on heteronormative shit, so they're all sexually fluid, essentially. Oh, shit, nice, epic, hell yeah. Anyways, let's get started on Geralt. Of the three wolf giants, Geralt sticks out to me. He's closest in size and stature to myself, but more than that, he's a bit complex, and I can't seem to get a read on him. We stand almost at eye level, nearly even in height and size, yet I know he's much stronger than he appears. I don't doubt, however, that his elegant movements and posture betray a capable, delicate touch. His gentle voice and articulate deliveries certainly do. Those azure eyes, striking against his silver fur, seem calculating and they pierce my thoughts. And his scent! Breezy sea salt! As if he spends many moments watching seagulls and sailboats pass him by. Sometimes he's snarky, and other times he's a bit flattering. To say more than a little interested is an understatement. Hey, Geralt, it's Finn. Can you hear me? Exceptionally well, actually. You learn fast, Finder. I will never get over the voice that I decided to give Geralt. I will never get over it. I can't help but smile. Like I said, flattery, but with a cool tone, and I can vibe with it. Now, was there something you needed? Is this about our idea to build trust? Oh, yes. I was wondering if you have anywhere in mind that we could meet up. I can be ready to head out very soon. He seems to be thinking and takes about half a minute. I almost reach out again when his voice comes in once more. Yes! There is a place, actually. Would you mind meeting me there? For a wolf giant not of this world, he gives good directions. After just a few moments, I know exactly where he wants to meet up, so I get ready. Linus comes in from outside once I call him, and after closing my window, I head out to meet up with Geralt. I find myself standing in the cool breeze outside in an old mom-and-pop diner. Is this the right place? Oh, I fucking love mom-and-pop diners. I've only been to like a handful, but I fucking love them. The food is so good. Is this the right place? Across the street, there's a playground with a few groups of kids and teens playing basketball and enjoying their precious weekend free time. I smile, thinking back to my Halcyon days. Geralt seems to be nowhere in sight. I begin to call to him, but just as I'm about to chant my key word, I feel a hand on my shoulder. Turning around suddenly, I'm greeted by the silver-maned wolf holding me upright as I stumble. I'm still trying to figure out why Geralt wears a collar. Is it a kink thing? Is Geralt secretly a kinky boy? Whoa there, friend. Easy does it. Sorry, you surprised me. Yeah, I know, they got their clothes from mannequins. But like, James' sun necklace. Yeah, I did notice it. But like, why did they put a collar on a mannequin? Sorry, you surprised me. I laugh it off, a little flushed. You look cold. Shall we go inside? I nod and follow his lead. As we enter, I immediately remove my jacket. The diner has a warm and very charming interior. Right out of a 60s movie, complete with the checkerboard floor tile and the red leather boot seats. Yeah, fashion. I think I get fashion. I mean, like, the left side of my head is literally shaved. All aspects of your life. Business daddy, athletic clothes, and clubbin' boy. Oh, okay. So we have Bjorn is business daddy. They stole their clothes from a Spencer's? Oh my god, did they go to the back section? Did they go to the back of a Spencer's? Or were they just in and out? Were they in and out, or did they go to the back of a Spencer's? And I am very hungry. I'm gonna eat something after stream. And we're gonna make some ramen. They didn't have time. Oh, hey, yo. Okay, okay. I want, based on the very little that I know, I want to, like, try and figure out something. Okay, so, was Arkin the only one who burst in and took the clothes? Okay, so, like, I can just imagine Arkin just streaking across the mall. The night guard, they spalled in the mall at night like a battle royale with no clothes on. Okay, so all three of them are streaking about. The difference is, Arkin is, like, taking his sweet time just getting up there. Okay, so I want to give, like, I want to give, like, my best thing. Okay, my best approximation of what happened. So, like, I imagine Arkin is, like, taking his sweet time, just, like, running around, doing his own thing, and the night guard sees him, and Arkin's just like, oh, Jesus Christ, what the fuck, and starts running off. Geralt is actually smart in using stealth, and Bjorn is hiding on his way up there out of pure embarrassment. I see Geralt's face light up at the sight of the vivid colors and flashy lights of the jukebox and pinball machine. His excitement is contagious as I feel my own growing. Oh shit, did I actually get it? Did I actually get it accurately? What? Usually when I come to places like this, it's with family. Or in the case of my last outing, with Tucker, and I never get to enjoy it. It's nice to be here with someone who looks like he's willing to play pinball or peruse oldies songs with me. A guy can dream, right? We seat ourselves at this diner. Where would you like to sit? We could have a booth or... Right there! Right there! At the bar! I want to watch the little television and we can see the kitchen from there. Oh, and look! Oh my god. Several people are already sitting nearby. Maybe we can observe their interactions. I'm a bit dumbfounded. His entire personality and way of speaking is just a popped up. Is that a... What is that? Yui. Geralt, are you alright? You seem a bit... He's not even paying me any mind. His gaze is fixed on a group of kids outside the windows skating up to the diner. Oh, he did a U-turn. A Yui. I tug on his arm. He snaps out of his trance and looks at me, his crystal clear eyes betraying the excitement of his trembling arm hinted to me. Finn, sorry, I mean, look at it all! This place! It's so alive! I can also hear his voice in my mind as he's speaking out loud. It takes me a second to piece together which words go to which sentence. I mean your realm. It's so lively and I want to experience as much of it as I can. Okay, I can see you're excited about this. Can we go sit down and talk for a bit? Then maybe I can show you the jukebox and pinball machine. And we can go down the street to the ice cream shop. Then maybe I can show you the jukebox and pinball machine. And we can go down the street to the ice cream shop. And I can show you some of my favorite flavors. He nods excitedly and his ears perk up a few times. Is this sensory overload? Poor guy. I lead him to the booth away from the bar. I know he wanted to sit there, but I think a little quiet will help him get used to the diner overall. His disappointment is immeasurable, but I reach out with mind speak before his day is ruined. Oh, shit! We'll sit there next time. You're having a hard time processing everything, so I think we should ease you into it, bud. He frowns but nods, and although he's a bit sad for a minute, it all disappears when the server, a middle-aged man with an almost too happy smile, arrives. He takes our drink orders. I wonder if wolf giants can have half of the drink menu when Geralt orders a beer. Ankle-height boots. I look at him in surprise, but order one for myself as well. We place our IDs on the table for the server, and he picks them up to check them, then hands them back to us with a smile and heads off to get our drinks. You drink beer? Wolf giants drink beer? Of course, we prefer mead, but we'll take what we can get. His laugh is hearty and bigger than I expect from him. This is a different side of him, but I kind of like it. Geralt, you're acting very differently. Is everything okay? Oh, yes, well, I decided to drop the facade here. Honestly, I'm not always so prim and proper spoken as I am around the others, but I need to conduct myself in a manner befitting my lineage and house when necessary. Okay, whenever, like, Geralt is... Okay, so, like, whenever Geralt is, like... Okay, I should just go back to the... Honestly, I'm not always so prim and proper spoken as I am around the others, but I need to conduct myself in a manner befitting my lineage and house when necessary. With you, however, well, I'd like to consider you an ally, and, hopefully, a friend. I know it's a bit presumptuous, but I fully intend to show you and everyone else how much of a boon I'd be as Great Chief, when the time is fitting. So, while we're here and don't have much else to do until you've made your decision, why not enjoy this time? I used to wear socks and sandals like all the time. I don't anymore. I can be myself a bit more. I'm stunned, but understand, I suppose. I smile. Well, then, in that case, I reach out a hand for him to shake. It's nice to meet you, real Geralt. He smiles and takes my hand, shaking it enthusiastically. It's been about a half hour of talking and drinking a few years. Geralt ordered a sloppy burger and some fries, and I ordered some chips and a club sandwich. Okay. So, I want to try and guess the new character based on all that we have, which is that they wear socks and sandals. I feel like we meet him in Jotunheim. I feel like during the trial we meet him. Like during or after, like right after the trial. I think middle-aged dad giving like is dark fairy. Oh, he's emo. Okay, I already thought of a design based on a single image that I have on my computer. I already thought of a design. So, like, what we're going... So, like, Geralt... Hang on. We're going back to Photoshop. We're going back... Actually... Hang on. We're going back to Photoshop. I have to make this now. I want to drive a hearse. Photoshop online. Free online photo editor. Okay, so, edit photos now. Y'all can't see what I'm doing, but I'm doing a thing. Okay, so I'm going to take Geralt. Actually, no, I don't have the willpower to work on this anymore. I don't have the willpower to work on this anymore. Oh my god! His hair tends to hang in his face, and he likes theater and cheesy old bay fries. Oh my god, he sounds like the dream! He already sounds amazing. The skating kids from earlier have entered the diner and are being a bit loud at the table across the aisle from us. Geralt starts to ask me a question with a mouthful of burger, but covers his mouth and realizes his faux pas with a laugh. Sorry, I'm just so happy chatting with you. Anyway, you mentioned you're a second-year student. I saw your birthday on your ID. Sorry for peeking, but you're a bit older than the other students in your year, no? I finish off a ketchup-dried fry and take a sip of my beer. Ketchup-drenched fry. No, because I already imagine I'm going to love him. Like hair hanging over his face. Hair hanging over his face. He likes theater. Oh my god, maybe I can, like... Oh my god. What type of theater? What type of theater does he like? What type of theater? Ah! See, like... stage theater. I mean, like, I meant like musical theater. Ah! I would make a joke, but it's a little inappropriate for Twitch. But no, like, I do theater, well, school theater. I do tech for it. Yeah, something I'm not really comfortable talking about. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean... No, it's fine. Honestly, I guess it'd be good to get it off my chest. I haven't seen Wicked or Hamilton, but I've heard good things. God, gift sub. That's pretty pog. Good to get it off my chest. We're supposed to be trying to build trust, right? I lean in with an elbow as I stare into my chips, resting my chin on my hand. Yeah, I'm 26, almost 27. A lot of my friends have already finished college and are already starting their lives, having children, getting married, all the big things. I started late because, well, I guess I just felt like I wasn't ready to. What character do I dislike the most so far? That is a good question. Oh, mama! It would probably be, Bjorn's mother, Ursa. I think that's her name, Ursa. It'd probably be her. No, that's not really it either. I had a rough patch, and before I knew it, I was just working a shitty job. Just working shitty job after shitty job and not going anywhere. This isn't necessarily my last chance or anything. I just feel like I need to figure out my path before. I stop for a moment and shift in my seat. I stop picking at my fries and notice Geralt watching me, wholly focused on me. Oh, okay. The world around us doesn't seem to matter. Skater kids flicking fries to one another. The cook calling out finished orders to the server. The ringing of the pinball machine as some biker guy wins the third place score. All of it vanishes. Geralt? Finn. He reaches out to me, and I feel the hot blush on my cheek as his finger caresses my chin. Then he wipes ketchup off of it. Sorry, you can continue. It was distracting, but I'm following so far. I laugh and shake the heat off of my face. No, it's alright. I think that's mostly it. I don't know what I want, and I feel like I'm losing time to find out. Yeah, that's allowed. Bitch tits, aka Tucker. That's allowed. Geralt frowns and sighs. I know how you're feeling, Finn. You do? He seems so young, but in truth, I have no idea how old he really is, so he could be in the same boat as me. Yes. I was the only son of the leader of our village during the Blight. I was sick often as a child, and so, fearing the Blight, my father and mother locked me away in a wing of our castle. With nobody to talk to, nobody to play with, I grew up almost completely isolated save for the howl, the call of my twin sister Ilva, my teachers, and, very occasionally, my parents. So I stayed there in my tower, reading and looking out to the sea, dreaming of my great escape. That explains his scent. I wonder if he'll smell less like this the longer he's away from his tower prison. I hope not. I have been alone and, quite frankly, jealous of my sister. She's always been able to see and explore and experience all of the wonders of our village and even other villages, although I don't blame her. She isn't the heir to the family's standing, nor is she a candidate for great chief. She'll be taken care of financially her whole life, and, while she has had many accomplishments, she needs not worry as I do about being ready to lead. I see. Sorry. I can't imagine how lonely you must have been. In spite of the luxuries of living in wealth, you're under some serious pressure and had to deal with most of your issues alone. It must be so freeing to be here. I understand your behavior a bit more now. I have half a mind to tell off his parents for their negligence. How cruel to leave a child on his own, but it's not my place to say so in front of him. So, as you can guess, my peers have been off exploring the world, making new discoveries and charting unknown frontiers. Meanwhile, I'm sitting alone in a castle wing waiting for any chance to get out. So when the opportunity arose, I took it. I know your regrets and your shame, and your hope, Finn, because I've felt them all. I shake my head. My cage was of my own making, though. At least keeping myself in it was. I lived stuck in the past and made me forget to experience what life is in the moment. Yours was forced on you, Geralt. I'm sorry you had to go through that. The conversation has hit a pretty somber streak, so I try to change that. So, you've only recently been set free? Okay. Getting sidetracked. This is based on the thing. Like, theater. There's one musical that I feel like everyone needs to watch at least once. And it is a musical that my school did. It is the 25th annual Putnam County Spelling Bee. Hairspray is great. But no, the 25th annual Putnam County Spelling Bee. It's very specific and it is very entertaining. There is literally a section of the show. There is literally a section of the 25th annual Putnam County Spelling Bee where a character is singing about his penis. Literally, he is singing about his penis. So you've only recently been set free? He nods to me. Just about finished his burger. No, literally, like part of the show, he pops a boner. He pops an erection and is kicked off because he steps out with his erection and spells the word incorrectly, and he's kicked off, and then at the end of the interlude, at the end of the intermission, he comes out holding a box of snacks and starts singing about his penis, but like the school, the director, she was like, nah, there are going to be children here, they don't need to hear about your erection, so you'll be saying distraction instead. And this killed me. I was there for a rehearsal. I didn't actually do anything for the show. I was there for a rehearsal. And he's like, I think it was the dress rehearsal. And he's like going around singing, and he has to stop right before one of them. He has to stop before one of the song, before one of the for one of the words, and he's going like, I don't blame my brain, but I do blame my. And then the musician, and then the accompanist, I fucking love her. I love the accompanist. She shouts penis at the top of her lungs, and everyone died. Also, what's this? That is a link. What does the link take me to? Oh, that song. Yeah, I'm not going to play that. But yeah, he nods to me, just about finished his burger. Yes, when my name was called to be a candidate, well, I did not hesitate to answer the call. I want to experience many new things, and I'm done being holed up if I can help it. The longer I am away from that prison, the better, and all the more wonderful in your company, Finn. I am very glad to have found you. Well, I'm glad you're here, Geralt. Maybe we can look for new things to see and experience together. It'll be fun! The wolf giant is beaming at me, and I can't help but smile back. At the table across the aisle from us, I can feel the stares of the skater kids and suddenly become extremely self-aware. Man, old people are weird. Hang on, I want to go do this. Man, old people are weird. Before he can respond or even feel embarrassed, skater kids are already leaving. Geralt and I stare at one another again for a few seconds and then start to laugh. Geralt and I are just about finished as well, so I call the server for the check. Our conversation begins to drift in and out of mind speak as the server gives us our bill. So, what do you want for your future, Finn? We sort of just inserted ourselves into your life. I hope we didn't put your plans on hold or anything too drastic. I smile at the thoughtfulness. At least Geralt seems to be respectful enough to think about how his actions affect people, unlike what I heard of their elders from Arkan the day before. I reach into my pocket and pull out my wallet. Well, honestly, I don't know exactly what I want. I feel like I've been static for so long, and I just need to try to find something I'll enjoy or feel happy doing. What I hope I find is the feeling that I've done something important or meaningful, maybe even find my place in the world. Geralt seems amused by my response and nods. I see, I can respect that. It's not too much of a lofty ambition to hope to leave the world having done some good. I smile. So, what about you? We're going to leave off here tonight. Hey, yo! Tucker? Tucker is the next love interest. Oh my god! Mr. McBitchtits is the next love interest. Damn. He loves musicals. Oh my god. He loves musicals. Oh my god. Oh my god, he loves musicals. Ah. Anyways, the joke that I was going to make, something slip and slide. And anyways, stay safe, have a good night, and I will see you all tomorrow.